Alright, I'm back once again here on my channel, and well, was considering doing a blog about my, telling you about my Cleveland trip. Well, now I'm going to do it in this video, which I haven't done one of these video blogs in a while, and as you can see, I've got my camera pointed toward my N64, which, of course, right now has nothing in it. But anyway, it's at the time I'm filming this, it's just after midnight Eastern on, well, what's now August 16th. So I'm gonna try and keep this short because so I'm gonna try and keep this short. It took, starting off, well, the weather was kind of crazy down there, if you know what I mean. Well, the drive down there was pretty nice, but then, getting to the hotel, what we weren't aware of, see, because the hotel room, this was booked at the beginning of August, I think either around August 1st or 2nd. And this is August the 12th that we left for Cleveland. I left for Cleveland, and so we got to the hotel a little bit before 3 o'clock. And what I was unaware of was that apparently there was an event going on in Cleveland called the Gay Games. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, and I'm not even going to bother explaining it. But anyway, long story short, that, and plus a lot of businesses were, a lot of the rooms were being used by people staying there for business and whatnot, so yeah, so the hotel's fully booked. We had to wait about 20 minutes to get a room. Because usually a check-in should be, you check in, and then a few days later, how soon as you check out. Simple as that. But the check-in process, well, that took longer than it should have, but this was the hotel's fault, not ours. Because they were very busy. Anyway, so then the first night there, we went to Cleveland Indians baseball game, because that was one of my birthday presents from this year. Was at Cleveland City Indians game. So we left for the ballpark maybe around, I don't know, this would have been a little bit after 4 o'clock. Game didn't start till 7, so we checked out a few other places first. And the weather was, at this point the weather was getting crazy. It would be raining off and on, and all that. It was just crazy. So but then we get to the ballpark around 6. It was 6 o'clock, and the weather, at least to start off the game, was pretty nice. Very nice. The game got started and everything, but then I mentioned how the weather was unpredictable. So then on the top of the 4th inning, right at the game, by the way, was between the Cleveland Indians and the Arizona Diamondbacks. So top of the 4th inning, with 1 on, Cleveland's pitcher ended up walking Cliff Pennington, I believe, with 1 out, and Cleveland was at 1-0 at the time. However, right after that walk was issued, the umpires called for the tarp to come on the field to go to a rain delay, despite the fact that it didn't actually start raining until a couple minutes later. But anyway, a few times the rain did stop. However, each time the rain stopped and they made an attempt to begin the game again, another splat of rain would keep coming down, making things very difficult. Finally, it gets to so we're sitting in the seats, a long delay, weather delay, and after maybe about 2.5 hours waiting for the game to continue, we ended up just giving up and going back to the hotel room. And then an hour later, around 11:30, the game got called with one out in the top of the fourth inning. So that sucked. So, then the next day, Wednesday, this is August 13th. Next day was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum in the morning. And then, it's pretty nice. And then in the afternoon, back to the ballpark to see the Indians game again. And because the game on Tuesday night got rained out, and then I thought, okay, well, since the game got rained out, we can reuse the tickets. It's for today, right? No. We got there and we tried to reuse the tickets, and they ended up sending us to the will call office to exchange the tickets. So we got them exchanged for the same day, the Wednesday, and because Tuesday's game got rained out, the new tickets we had were good for both of that day's games. Now, see, the Indians, they had a day off on the first. They had a scheduled day off on the 14th. Arizona, however, had a game in Miami that day, so they had to play a doubleheader on Wednesday in order to fit those games in. So the new tickets were good for not one, but 2 games. So I got to see 2 games in one day. The first one being an Indians victory on a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. The second game, though, that one went to extra innings and ended 1-0 for Arizona in 12 innings. So the Wednesday, we get to the ballpark at about 3:30, and we ended up, and because we got both games, we ended up staying there for over 8 hours. Got back to the room just after midnight, and needless to say, I was pretty tired, so after I got back to the room, I pretty much just went right to bed. So then, Thursday morning, we checked out of the hotel room, and then went to see the house from the movie A Christmas Story. Now, if you have never seen that movie, I would highly recommend that you see it during Christmas time. It is a very good movie. It's a classic. I make a point to watch it every Christmas. I absolutely love it. And of course, the one classic line, or popular line from that, of course, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid," every time Ralphie mentions the BB gun. And then, of course, there's another scene in the movie where they're changing the car tire, and then he says, as something happens, and Ralphie goes, "Oh, fudge." Of course, everyone knows that's not what he actually said. He had actually said something else, but I'm not going to say what it is. Anyway, so that was the Thursday morning. We went to the Christmas Story house. Then right after that, of course, the video game connections, and that was where I got the N64 games. Oh, another thing I should mention, the Bigby's department store from the movie Christmas Story, that particular building is now the Horseshoe Casino. I don't know if some of you knew that. Knew that or not, but the building that's now known as the Horseshoe Casino, that was actually used for Bigby's department store in the movie Christmas Story. And they had a GameStop in there, and that was where inside that casino building, that was where I got that Wii game on the Wednesday. Anyways, now going back to Thursday. Oh, my camera battery's running, I better wrap this up. So going back to Thursday, that's after the Christmas Story house, go to the video game store, that was where I got the N64 games, and then had lunch at a nice Italian restaurant in Italy, and then we ended up getting back home, back to my house, we ended up getting back to Toronto about 8 o'clock in the evening on Thursday night. So, all in all, a pretty good trip. And that's going to wrap it up. I'll see you all again soon.